Hello everyone, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2! This time we're going to be starting a brand new campaign in Mortal Empires. With a few special conditions that I'm setting up.
Heir of Anarium.
I don't care who you are, heir of Anarian. I have someone much more important than you to put onto the field. But I suppose you can be considered peers in one way.
I'll have this world.
We, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be playing as the Warriors of Chaos. Yes, these guys. Awaken the tribes, chaos, corruption, all that. As Archaon the Ever-Chosen. But my objective is not going to be to crush the world under my iron boot. No. My objective is very simple. I want to find important people. And I want to kill them. That's right, folks. We're not going to be going in a fight with just running around and attacking whoever, trying to demolish the entirety of civilization. No. No, the Ever-Chosen has a job to do. His blade is the slayer of kings, and we will slake its thirst. We will slake its thirst with the king in the woods. We will slake its thirst with the holder of Gal Maraz. We will slake its thirst with the imperishable. We will slake its thirst with the heir of Anarian. We will slake its thirst with the Witch King himself. With the White Dwarf. With the Grudge Bearer. With Volkmar. With every single one of the legendary lords that can be put onto the field. Now, if a faction is wiped out and as thus I cannot kill their legendary lord, preferably in a duel with Archaon, well, that's just unfortunate, but there's only so fast you can go as Chaos. Once you get your momentum rolling as Chaos, it's very hard to stop you, but if you get stopped early, you're kind of screwed, because early on you're limited to Marauders, and they're completely trash. Like, no mincing words, Marauders are garbage. Absolutely, utterly, totally garbage. I'm sorry, it's a fact. They're trash. I would cheerfully take 3 units of Marauders out for 1 unit of Chaos Warriors. I wouldn't even bat an eyelash at doing that. Save perhaps to wipe dirt from my eye. But yes, we're going to be hunting people. Chaos is well known for its propensity for dueling, for slaughter, for gore, for blood. And blood will be spilt! It is a fine goal, worthy of the blood god. Slaanesh will be pleased the excess of the sheer volume of corpses I intend to make. Nurgle will love having such important people rotting in his indolent domain. And Zinich, it's a long, complicated, convoluted, kind of stupid plan, so the bird brain is probably okay with that, too. Come on, game, load. There's only so much time I can fill with my random utterings and psychotic musings. Thankfully, they have changed Chaos from the way it used to be. There's been some fairly significant upgrades to the faction.
You are the Ever-Chosen. The Chaos Gods call you to action, mighty champion. Their lust for ruin must be sated.
Nice.
You shall go into the lands of the mortals to spread fear and destruction. The Norse tribes to the west shall fall easily before you. Bind those willing to join your cause, and slay the rest. Further to the south lie the nations of men. They will resist your advance, and for good reason. You will bring them annihilation, mighty lord.
Someone's not up to date. We're here to kill
Devour
people.
the mortal souls to bring the favor of the Chaos Gods. March forth and spread oblivion in their name.
So, let's see what we've got to start with, ladies and gents. We play as hordes and we spread chaos corruption wherever we go. The pawn. Oh, chaos. Archaon is no pawn. Now, these used to not happen to casualty replenishment rates. They are new, relatively speaking. So, however, one of the first things you want to do is get Unholy Communion, because things like Scrutiny of the Dark Gods, Banners of Ruin, Duel to the Death, and Culling of the Weak, the main thing they buff is your Marauders, and Marauders are terrible. The only ones you ever want to be using for any significant amount of time are the Horsemen. But if you get here, you can start buffing your Chaos Warriors, your Chaos Trolls and Spawn, also your Forsaken. Supernatural Prowess is very important because it buffs your Chosen, and Chosen are meat blenders of pain and doom. Penance of Chaos falls under the same Chosen are bullshit concept. Inscribed Chaos Armor is mostly good for your Chaos Knights, but it will boost your Warriors somewhat. Infernal March is amazing. Infernal March is amazing. Slaves to Darkness is pretty good for your Chosen. Demonic Armor is good because Chosen. I know I'm emphasizing this, but seriously, Chosen. Rush them. You will never regret having lots of Chosen in your force. Alright, so we start with 3 cards of Chaos Warriors, 1 card of Halberd Chaos Warriors, Great Weapon Chosen, 2 Marauders, 2 Marauder Horsemen, 2 Chaos Warhounds, and a Chaos Spawn. Archaon's personal abilities are pretty good. The Grand Marshal of Chaos is strong enough, but Abyss Forged Armor makes your Chaos Warriors much cheaper. Not that you need it, because you can get actually to 100% cost reduction with Chaos. More on that later. The Chosen Ones makes Chosen even scarier. Chosen are already terrifying blenders of pain. And of course, there's Ascension to Daemonhood. It's very hard to argue with Ascension to Daemonhood. It is simply that strong. Now, one of these abilities can get Archaon Unbreakable. Unfortunately, which one it is, I don't remember off the top of my head. The Swords of Chaos is a decent buff. Chosen of the Gods is very scary. Dorgar, surprisingly enough, has Strider and also enables him to do Causes Fear. Crown of Domination is important because of the Horde growth. You want Horde growth first thing. Like, even before you start buffing up things with like Hearts of Iron, Horde growth. Horde growth, Horde growth, Horde growth. Push it. Push it hard, push it fast, push it long, and get it. Get Horde growth. Most of the rest of these aren't worth it. Gathering of Might is meh, Premonition is meh, Dark Apothecary is meh, Lightning Strike can be okay. Unholy Resilience is not bad because they gave it the casualty replenishment buff. But, yeah. Despoilers is okay for early on, but if you're playing as Archaon, you've already got enough income buffs. Serve or Die. It doesn't reduce your upkeep, and as Chaos, you're going to be shitting cash. But Tribes of Chaos. Tribes of Chaos. Get it. Get it. Get Tribes of Chaos. Holy shit. Get Tribes of Chaos. Always, always rush that, because Horde growth is agonizingly slow. Also, something to note, their encampment is 25%, not 50% like most factions.
Move. Onward to destruction!
First thing you want to do, build a tribal gathering. Not only does this reduce your upkeep, it increases your
It
growth.
is decreed by me.
Also, it'll let you start working on getting the blasphemous icon. So you want to spend your next population surplus and taking your tribal gathering up to tier 3, though, because that will speed it up overall. Alright then, not much more to do now. Let's end the turn. We're making a slight positive income because of the background income. Team's perks, as I've heard it described. Yes! We're hunting kings. Kings of the field, kings of an empire, kings of magic, it doesn't matter. The slayer of kings thirsts, and we must slake it. And as many crowned heads as I can muster are going to fall. If a faction or two is eliminated or destroyed along the way, that is of no importance. The gods have assigned the Ever-Chosen a bloody task this time. Bloody and messy. No end times. No storm of chaos here. No. No, they have simply assigned death. Death upon death upon death upon death. Were the Norse tribes truly united and proper, perhaps I would bring death to their lords as well before enslaving them under my banner. Perhaps. 7 versus 13.
Now the end time.
We need no war. Alright, so. Scrutiny of the Dark Gods, trash. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Good. Also kind of silly. The post-battle loot is going to be a lot of your income as chaos. Fight the Bears in Lane's camp. This is a slaughter. We're not going to bother playing this because it would basically just be, and then I chase down the Marauder Horsemen and chop them to bits. Now, if the Norskin DLC is installed and you're playing this on 1, these are Norskin Marauders and not Chaos Marauders, and thus will be able to beat your Chaos Marauders in a fight, because Norskin Marauders are Chaos Marauders with an extra bonus of Rage. I wouldn't normally auto-resolve the first battle, but they're fucked. Awaken the tribe. Gets me replenishment and gets me some other cool shit. My first level up, Root Marcher, please. Even before the Grand Marshal of Chaos, I want Root Marcher. Yes, I'm going to be this anal about getting Tribes of Chaos. It is so psychotically good. So incredibly important to have Tribes of Chaos. I cannot overstate it.
Chaos gathers.
We move up towards Frozen Landing. Take this land as my own as well.
For chaos!
Lamont of the Kurgan, provide me support. Not that I expect to require it, for I am the Ever-Chosen, but...
I'll have this world.
Alright then. We have gone through our first slaughter, and it was not a fight. Not at all. Apologies, something appears to have happened. Oh great, not this again. Give it a moment, ladies and gentlemen, this should sort itself out. Takes about a minute to 30 seconds. It's basically spitting out dumb shit. Yeah, I've had that do that a couple of times. Not on recordings, but I don't know why it does that. I think it might just be overloading my machine. Apologies. But suffice to say that that is happening on my end as well. It's not something the recording software or YouTube buggering up like the gray bit. Frozen Landing should build up some forces, and I might spend some time building up my forces too. Mostly, I want to get the horde building built as quickly as possible. I did move closer to the camp, to the enemy camp for a reason, Frozen Landing. But you'll may note that I stayed within my allied territory of the Bear Slings camp. That's because, well, I can replenish there faster. Chaos is pretty good replenishment due to the whole replenishment buff thing. Originally, there was a tent that corruption buffed replenishment, but that's a bit buggy.
For chaos!
Camp? Normally, Chaos isn't the type to wait around a lot, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Increased recruitment capacity. More importantly is the upkeep reduction. Now, I probably should recruit more troops, but I can't afford any.
Never!
Still, it'll be a good fight with Olaf of the Vargs at Frozen Landing. They've got more Chaos Marauders instead of more Marauder Horsemen, so that's going to actually be entertaining to fight. Much more interesting to have an infantry brawl than a bunch of horses, after all. Much as the Swords of Chaos are Archaon's whole gimmick. It's a pity you don't have the Regiments of Renown for Chaos here. Some of them are really fun. You can actually get the Swords of Chaos. That's just fucking cool. Like, sorry, it's cool. Also, this tap does not matter for Chaos at all. Diplomacy is never going to be relevant to you, in as much as sometimes people won't be at war with you, and you'll want to fix that. Because you're Chaos. You don't give a fuck. Except possibly Sigvald sees Slaneshi. And that's not the sort of fuck I'm referring to giving in a normal context. It's certainly not the kind of fuck that should be given about being at war, really. Still, the main issue is going to be when I run to Crocodrox. Marauders versus normal dwarves. Bit of a slaughter. By a bit of a slaughter, I mean I kind of want to wait around and build up to Chaos Warriors before I fight Crocodrox. They're scary. Like, I'll just say it flat out. If there's anything that's going to end this early, it might make me just flat out reload. It's Crocodrox. They're the biggest wall against Chaos there is in the early game. The scariest fucks around. I'm not joking or exaggerating here.
The gods direct me!
Well, technically I direct you, but thank you for stroking my ego, I suppose. I've never chosen.
This way. It is decreed
Now,
by me.
I'll note something about horde infighting. Chaos Marauders come with immunity to a lot of things, but any of your important troops, like your warriors or your spawn, have resilience to horde infighting. So basically, the idiots will fight amongst themselves, the important people won't give a fuck. I can just grow my front line by 2 units, taking me to 15 cards. They've got 5 plus 7. And make this a very interesting fight. They do have great weapon troops, but I have great weapon troops of my own. And I expect Chosen to go through anything and everything I throw them at like a hot knife through butter. Also, Legion of Doom, it's nearly as important as Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron is good, Legion of Doom is amazing. Now, Standard Die, it does have the issue of a longer cooldown than Rally, but it lasts 4 seconds longer, and the melee defense is amazing. Seriously. 27 melee defense in an army that's kind of very aggressive gives you a lot of survivability. Alright then. In the turn. Next turn, we're probably going to play a fight at Frozen Landing. At least I hope we do. Now early on, you want to get lots of money. Growth is going to be slow to get, but money is going to be important because you're going to want to build up yourself a full stack as quickly as you physically can. Seriously, a full stack of troops is one of the most important things you need to have in every horde is chaos. Not because it does anything for your growth or anything, but, well, so that's more efficient, and early on, you're only going to be able to field one army for quite a while. Like, Archaon is it for a long time, at least 40 turns, probably a lot longer. I won't have any reinforcing armies, I just have Archaon and his other troops. That's it. If I lose, I lose. We got 15 to their 15. My marauders can match their marauders. My horsemen match their horsemen. My hounds to their hounds. Our advantage is in the warriors of chaos and the chosen of the gods. And of course, the ever-chosen himself. Let's go. Battle 1. Oh, it thinks it's equal. There, I will kind of shit on you in auto-resolve because unit count does matter. But trust me. Chosen can go through any three of these units you care to name like butter. Like butter. Let's go. Battle 1 of this entire Let's Play. We're the Warriors of Chaos, and we're going to kill absolutely everything. Also, Chaos Spawn are pretty good in the sense that they will crap damage all over everything. Their main weakness is this. They're squishy. Get a unit of Chaos Spawn killing, say, archers, and you will see casualty counts like you would not believe. Don't throw them up against anything resembling a PR unit, however. Anything like that will simply be butchery. Butchery, slaughter, and massacre. This is not an exaggeration or an overstatement. Chaos Spawn are squish. Also, I'll say this. Your Marauder Horsemen are not going to last you very long. They're the primary range unit of Chaos, but they're also pretty trash.
Marauder Horsemen! Chaos Marauders!
Alright, these guys don't have Vanguard deployment, though Warhounds do have the nice trick that they've got missile resistance of 15%. It's not a lot, but it can pull them out of a jam in tight circumstances.
So be it!
Put the horses up here. Put Archaon in the front line, in the more towards the right, so we can back up, so you can help the Marauders push through.
Now Charge them!
Subtle is for people who have less firepower.
Marauder Horsemen!
You guys, skirmish mode those great weapon Marauders because they're actually somewhat of a threat. You guys continue to hide in the forest. By the way, Chaos Spawn are unbreakable, so if you see them lose, they're going to get wiped out. Period. The enemy has a slight numerical advantage over me. Ah, good. The horses are running away.
They will succumb!
They have firewall moving, so it shouldn't be too bad. Looks like the AI is split into two groups. You guys! Charge that unit of Chaos Marauders, both of you. Now, we may notice the issue with Warhounds that they're even worse stats than Chaos Marauders.
Cannon! Waterfall! What? Yes, Lord. This is will. Kill me! Good!
Chosen! Get to work.
Marauders!
Marauder horsemen!
Look at how fast those great weapon marauders are getting butchered by my Chosen. They started out at full health like a moment ago and they're already down 25. You can watch their numbers drop. My Chosen already have 38 kills. Chosen are just terrifying in how deadly they are, ladies and gentlemen. Never doubt that. Cascading Fire Cloak on this Kingdom Marauders, please. They're not doing too lot. Meanwhile, make this man, make my horses, my enemy horses, explode! Not too much damage, but 5 of them did die. And you see why I don't like Warhounds that much. They get a bit better once you unlock Poison Warhounds, but
Marauder horsemen!
it's not very good. As you can see. Oh wow! Enemy Marauders actually managed to kill one with the Chosen. I suppose that's because, well, the Chaos Warriors' halberds are doing surprisingly poorly. And again, they're halberdiers, not really meant to go into frontline combat.
The gods watch! Do not disgrace us!
This unit Marauders is beating the enemy Marauders quite handily. Overall, I'm really kind of just butchering them up, or holding them. Like, they've got something of a holding action going on the right flank because of the numerical thing, but Archaon, being Archaon the Ever-Chosen, has resulted in a lot of pain for the AI. Also, it's got pretty fast cooldowns for Flora Fire getting buffs.
Honor the tribe! No! For the blood god!
Alright, keep going.
This is the true path to demonhood!
Surround Olaf of the Vargs, my warriors of chaos. Chop him up.
Popcorn! No!
Who is there? Dangerous, honestly.
Chaos Warriors! Slay everyone!
Mass breaking! Mass breaking! We've killed a lot of the AI for much less than I had expected. As you can see, the quality advantage of Warriors of Chaos versus pretty much anything is basically a massacre. You aren't even worth bothering to try and take your head with Archaon. The Slayer of Kings requires not such pitiful blood as that of the Norse. Wulfric the Wanderer and the King of Trolls, neither of them matter in this day and age. Bloody corpses to lie on the ground. Yes. Chosen with great weapons, a slaughter. Chaos Spawn, another slaughter. Chaos Warriors, pretty much universally a slaughter. My Marauders and Warhounds got dinged up, but they're expendable. Seriously, treat your Marauders and Warhounds as completely expendable. You're going to want to replace them with Chaos Warriors and at least Poison Warhounds. Preferably actual Chaos Knights, but those are a while off. Poison Warhounds are much easier to acquire. Or just more infantry. Chaos Warriors are good enough that a completely viable build is to just go full infantry, smash the enemy's line, and just break them so hard they can never get back up. Not even joking, that is a completely viable and even good option to take. Well, not good in the sense of alignment, but come on, we're Chaos. We serve dark gods and sacrifice people. What are you expecting? Friendship and kindness? Give me your shiny things. Not useful.
There'll be a reckoning!
Tribes of Chaos! Yes! As you can see, you get a passive 5% up to 25% replenishment rate. Passive!
You dare!
Sit and think about about that for a moment, will you? Okay? Good. Let's end the turn. Battle 1 has been won. My troops have been slaughtering everything in their path. What I do like about the replenishment changes to Chaos with the technologies is that very much makes them feel a lot more like an on-roaching Eternal Horde, like they're supposed to. Previously, you'd have to sit in camp for several turns to replenish your troops, and that was just really not very Chaos. Like, you just sit around and do nothing for a while, twiddling your thumbs as your reserves drain for no reason. Like, I guess you could argue it's somewhat thematic, but it's also really boring to just have your troops go, alright, we're sitting here, we're not going to do anything, goodbye. You know? I really do like that. It's nice, it's good. I expect to knock one Kara. Oh, fuck, they've got nearly a full stack. Okay, never mind. We're not going to knock Crocodrock off the map anytime soon. How the hell did you do that? Oh, right, because you start with 3 settlements. Well, then, we've got a problem. We're probably going to move into Kislev and start killing things for money. Well, I say money, it's favor of the Dark Gods. They like it when you kill things. They really like it. They like me. They really like me. Of course, there are other challenges to Chaos. I want to, at a minimum, put Malekith and Tyrion's heads on a spike. I hunt for royalty. But first, I must bring the Norse to heel. Simply because they're in my way. And otherwise, I will have to deal with a war up here in the north all the time. That is simply an irritation. My, seems the gods favor my planning.
Go now! My destiny lies this way.
Camp,
It is
please.
decreed by me.
Now, I know that I said that your Marauders are expendable, but trash expended. Trash should not be expended so casually. Also, I'm vaguely surprised that one of my units of Chaos Warriors got an XP up, but my Chosen didn't. I'll have quite a bit more troops next turn. And next turn, I can get the Lure of Dark Promises going, increasing my casualty replenishment, and then I'll be able to get Rituals of Corruption. It's not quite as good as Erection of Ruinous Monuments, but it's faster, which is the important thing. Getting your things done quickly is good. Also, you get slight amounts of income from your vassals. Like, these guys are giving me 30 gold pieces a turn because, well, 30 favor a turn somehow. Probably because they're sending me sacrifices to throw to the Chaos Gods. Yeah, moving on Volksgrad now. I don't expect to throw up any resistance. Empire Swordsmen can slow down and even kill Marauders, but if I face them against, Chaos Warriors, they're going to need a lot more than a sword, a spear, and guts to deal with it. The power of the Empire rests in 3 things: faith, steel, and gunpowder. Their steel is weak, their faith is lacking, and their powder is gone in the north. I have no fear of the Empire. Not now. Once I face Galmaraz, Skull Splitter, then we may see some reassessment of that view. But right now, the Dawi are a far more pressing threat, with more numbers and better troops. I will not die to the paws of the dwarves, though. Their ancient grudges will be met for naught before the dark gods. At least, not before I take the head of their king and their white dwarf. Which king, you ask? The Slayer King? The Grudge Bearer? He who wishes the 8 peaks? The answer to that is simple. I want them all. I want them all. All of their heads I plan to take. Not now, perhaps, but in the end, chaos always comes.
Now the end times come. Onward to destruction. Forward unto slaughter.
Alright, Archaon, forward into slaughter indeed. More Marauders. Next turn, I think I'm going to make my Marauders cheaper via getting a Trial Pit. It'll let me get Warhounds with Poison and Great Weapon Marauders. And I'm much more interested in having Great Weapon Marauders than I am in having normal Marauders. Great Weapon Marauders can at least kill things at a decent clip. But yes, 3 Spearmen, 2 Swordsmen. I'm not even going to bother fighting at Volksgrad. I don't think anyone's going to blame me. They have 5 cards and I have 20. Even if every single one was a unit of Warhounds, some baying herd that marched my back, Volksgrad would perish. They would kill far more than they will now, but Volksgrad would perish. There would be no question or comment to their deaths, just massacre made manifest in the blades of the gods. Perhaps I'll take the Hell Pit and show them and have sport of their abominations. Perhaps some of them will be turned into my spawn for my army. Which will be interesting to see how the Rat Men fare against the Ever-Chosen's hordes. The last time I ever played Chaos was in Total War Warhammer 1. When the Norse, not the dwarves, were your greatest starting threat, for at least with the dwarves you had the Norse to back you up. No, the Norse could truly butcher you with their javelins and their hideous potency. Never mind that on occasion you'd have the black-handed mirth of seeing a mammoth spawn in the starting opponent's army. In that case, all you could hope for was that your chosen and Archaon himself could deal enough damage to turn those blighted masses of health and charge bonus into scrap. Well, I say scrap. Mangled hunks of meat is probably a better descriptor. Or perhaps you could simply tar pit it long enough with your Marauders that when the Marauders were wiped from the world, so was the rest of the enemy army, and the Mammoth would rout. Either way you slice it, death. Okay, dwarves, you have even bigger problems than me now. The Under Empire wishes your skulls as well. Perhaps I shall have a race with these rats. Perhaps I shall simply ignore them and crush them under my boot. Either way, Volksgrad dies, and there is nothing it can do to stop me. Now, not ever. Get out of my face. Nice. Nice! Okay. Tribes of Chaos! Upgrade. You can see how the passive replenishment makes it very hard to wear down Chaos. You're not going to be able to deal with them with assault unit actions like you can badly damage a lot of other forces. No, you have to fight them.
By Sigma, no!
That's a new title. Veteran of Prague. That's a lot of pistoliers. I'm not sure what to think about them. He recruit himself halberdiers here. Halberdiers would not be a bad choice for dealing with my Chaos Warriors. And in a straight-up fight, I would not bet on my swords, on my Marauders against swordsmen. Plus, they actually have ranged troops that are worth a damn. Let us end the turn and see what the Northlings have done. The Bears and Lanes have actually built up a very respectable amount of force, however. Nearly a full stack, it seems. A delicious fight, then. It used to be that in the early days, you would have to beat them down. Like you would have to smash them, raise up the tribe, but they would merely be your military allies. You would have to attack them again and force them into vassalage. 2 fights in a row for no real reason. Which is why when you awaken a tribe now, it is automatically your vassal and thus the bottom bitch in your relationship. Because vassals cannot go to war with one another. Perhaps unrealistic in a world that is not knowing only war, but in this time and in this place, if the Ever-Chosen says, you do not fight your ancient enemy, you march to war on my side, well, I might fight that battle that they're offering at Prague. I might fight that. It's tempting. It is very tempting to fight that battle at Prague. I am sure the encamped troops are within reinforcement range of the rest of his forces, but I have very much faith in my Warriors of Chaos. What I do not have faith in is my ability to deal with their missile cavalry. Then again, I do have Warhounds, don't I? Warhounds are very good due to their speed. But dealing with... what? How very unchaos. Incredibly helpful and well-timed, but very unchaos.
Absolutely not.
I am the chosen of the gods. I'll move.
Not likely.
No.
8,
I refuse.
10, 11.
Syrians are gods.
I bring 1 stack, they bring 28 cards. Let's go.
Hail the
Or
slaughterer.
perhaps they will flee. Like cowards. No, they are not cowards. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's go. I'm damaged, but I'm gonna fuck him right up. My infantry line should be able to drown theirs in bodies and crack through the center in a horde of angry armored monsters. This is going to be fun, ladies and gentlemen. We actually have a challenging fight in the first episode. I can feel the lusts of corn boiling in my heart. A bloody fire that can only be quenched by yet more death. And if I lose marauders, if I lose dogs, I care not. They're garbage and will be tossed in the garbage. They're not the truly chosen of chaos. Even my warriors are expendable. Even the spawn, broken, cast-aside failures that they are expendable. It would hurt to lose them, but they're expendable. I'm going to be diverting almost the entirety of my missile force in these characters, and my hounds in these.
Chaos Marauders!
Chaos Warriors! Chaos Marauders!
Ah! What do you bid?
Well, they're just going to basically be my anti-cavalry force. Ah! They've stationed themselves over here. Good. Get that rock in between me and them.
Yes!
Isn't that a dead snot of troops? Alright. Chaos lives and dies by its infantry. Because their infantry are so absurdly strong that if your infantry line is getting overwhelmed, you're either fighting the dwarves or you're going to lose. Advance! Advance! One thing about Pistoliers, they've got no shields or anything, so they're kind of going to get fucked up by Marauder Horsemen. Marauder Horsemen actually generally have better stats aside from missile damage. The AI doesn't seem to have figured out the whole moving around thing very well yet. Dogs, every one of you that dies today is worthy. Worthy of the grave. Pull away, pull away. I should have set you on skirmish.
No!
You are dogs. Die like them.
Yes, Marauders! Get them!
Their objective is not to live, their objective is to die slowly.
Blood! Death! What? Mortal pool! Horror! There goes glory! Burn it all!
Drown them. Drown them in numbers.
Tremble, mortals!
Crush them into dust before me.
Kill! Make! Burn!
All is dust.
Obliterate them!
So, oh Empire dogs. You have fought my dogs. Die like them. The Warhounds leave. The war continues.
Yes!
What? Give us carnage! Yes? the Southerners! Yes, Lord!
As the Marauders appear to be completely contented to charge their lord.
Acheron! Come, Dorga!
Charge. The Pistoliers are ever so slightly slower than my hounds. Trying to crack the armor of the Chosen of the Gods with pistols? Pistols? You are as foolish as you will be
The
dead.
dark gods command me!
Let them spend their pistol rounds and their shot.
Chaos Marauders!
Let them spend them and waste it.
For chaos!
Mortal fools!
Yes, Lord!
Undivided! Evil unbound! What do you bid? The gods grow!
Chaos is one of those factions I like because they're completely and utterly unrepentant about what they do.
Wings are mine!
They know exactly what they are, the bad guys. They rebel. They play the monster.
Chaos Marauders!
They love that monstrousness. Wipe out the Pistoliers. Assist. Their lord is probably winning against that unit of Marauders, to be brutally honest, but
Name your demand! We serve the gods! Deliver slaughter!
throw my warriors into the fray.
Chaos Marauders!
The Marauders can keep advancing.
Gods demanding!
Where be you? You be shot to pieces, alright. Dimitri Jasaria, one of the guaranteed names you're going to see. Let's see how this AI Spearman with shields can handle my Chaos Warriors. I suspect the answer is
They burn!
poorly.
Time to despoil!
Eat your souls!
My spawn move.
Acheron!
Hold back!
You think I am not versed in the arcane? Ha! Form's bloody glory! Obliterate them!
The dark gods command me!
Now, it may seem foolish to throw my troops in basically unsupported. But Chaos is very, very scary. Already my Chosen reap tolls.
Chaos comes! Kill them all! Run, horsemen! Dark men!
Perhaps I shall pull these Chaos Warriors out of their formation.
Kill! Maim! Burn! Chosen!
Perhaps I've gotten
Kill
overconfident.
everything! Chaos Marauders!
Yes, I
That's
think
what
this
the
may be the
masters
problem. I
beg.
may have gotten overconfident.
My gods call! Seek some blood!
True, I have killed 600, but they have killed 350.
What? horsemen!
Stop the pistoliers from shooting me in the
Eat
ass,
your
please.
foes!
Their archers are dealing quite a bit of damage to me, to be blunt.
Chosen!
My troops are chopping them to pieces in melee, but... Still, now that they're on the receiving side of having missile cavalry harassing them, that is quite the good deal. No, pull away now. Get away. Get on their archers, perhaps. That's probably a good idea.
Ah! The gods demand it! Chaos Marauders!
My chosen with the great weapons are still reaping a toll. How are the Chaos Spawn? 125. No one's surprised Chaos Spawn are terrifying.
Archeon!
Ever chosen.
Archeon might to me!
Push! Flank them, damn you! Flank them!
Slanishes perverse glory!
The Empire force here is all but broken. Perhaps I should have devoted less troops to that, more to this front. But my chosen still hold, and my warriors still hold, taking toll after toll with their axes and their armor. Hey, the enemy's running low on ammunition in several cases. How delicious.
Now is our time!
No! The Changer directs us!
So be it! Running!
Ah! Faster!
Mortal fool! Mortal fool!
Alright, I appear to have lost something somewhere. A dog. A kitty.
Yes! Yes!
Push! Even barely supported, chosen they're still massacre machines.
Eat your soul!
Made manifest in rotting husks of steel. And steadily, my Marauder horsemen prove themselves very useful in the early game, where you cannot simply trample everything with tides of murder and
Chaos
death.
Marauders!
Nevertheless, I need to push. I need to push bad. Much as I have faith in my chosen to slaughter anything in their way, they are so badly outnumbered even that their sheer obdurate quality will not save them truly. However, what it did do is buy me time. It bought me a lot of time fighting my chosen have. They have killed a lot of the enemy. They have reaped a toll far greater than their losses. While that is not truly sustainable, well, the ratios are getting much better, let's say. My Marauder horsemen, they're actually about to run out of ammunition, I see. I'm going to do something that's going to probably help me quite a bit. I'm going to charge their crossbowmen once they run out of ammo.
Get them! Marauder horsemen!
Chaos Marauders! My gods call!
The Union of Chaos Marauders has nearly broken their lord as well. That's going to be helpful. Once it finally activates.
Mortal fool!
Allow it!
Guard him on!
Buy me time!
Chaos Marauders!
Throw them yourself onto their spears, you curds! If all of you died for the sake of a single one of the Chosen, then that is good, for the Chosen are more valuable than the rest of this pathetic force put together.
Fight!
My blade hungers!
Let the Chosen find their strength. Wait, grow, groan and groan and groan!
God's bloody glory! Move off! Running!
let these Northmen know the might of the gods.
Your will? Ah!
Running! What do you meant?
My spawn have been demolished, but my true troops advance. So tell me, warriors of the Empire, how proud you felt to shoot targets that you could barely hold back. How proud you must be of your achievements to hold back a tithe of my troops.
My master's call.
How honorable and glorious you are, O Empire. How grand and beautiful your fight is. You are so pathetic, damned by the gods.
Yes? Yes, Lord! Fight! Yes!
Yes, Lord! They will succumb!
The warriors should move over here. The marauders I can use as assaults on their archery.
Retreat! Marauder horsemen! Blood!
Oi! Get those crossbowmen! Plow them apart! Tear them around! Gut and butcher! Gut and butcher!
Eye of the gods! Kill them all!
I have lost roughly half my troops, but so have they. Their infantry line is crumbling like glass. I wonder if they think they can win still.
Tremble, mortals!
Spoiler alert, I don't think they're going to.
They will cower!
I may have little that can chase down their actual problems, but their front line is dying.
Undivided!
Crumbling like glass. Their cavalry are all they have left to try and face me in the field.
Running! Move fast!
I can push them out. I can push them out again, and I can push them out again, and I can push them out again.
Chaos Marauders!
Chosen! Time to despoil! Despoiling! Slaanesha's perverse glory!
Ever chosen? March.
Doom comes!
For the blood!
Look at all their forces I push off the field simply by my presence and my march.
Chaos Marauders!
Merely the fact that I stand here is testament to your weakness, Northern Lines. You call the Norskins Northmen at times.
Just got it!
Almost as if it was, and yet, are they really the men of the North? Really? Is that not Kislev?
Charge them!
And we see them shatter.
So be it!
It was perhaps the hardest battle we've had yet, which is not too hard. Oh yes, I deserve to call it a victory. I butchered them. I really should not have won that. They had so much to counter my effectiveness, yet I should not, they should have won. But they did not, did they? My troops were simply so high quality, I could not be overwhelmed when I deployed them properly. Yet, I no longer have the force to break into their city either. They attack again, though. Their only hope, their only chance would be to attack now, immediately, instantly. To give no quarter, to give no doubt. To give me nothing in the realm of war. slaughter them all. How many men of yours were wiped out, Dmitry Zaryev, Leonid, Arkada Rimoviz? I don't care to count my costs.
Never stop.
That is why I am a victor in war.
I am the chosen.
Because I do not care for my lost. There is no pathetic human losses in my heart. I do not care for my fallen. They fell, thus have been proven to be weak.
I will not obey!
Prague's garrison is the only hope they have of defeating me on the field, for this army has been gutted and butchered, and this army has been torn to shreds.
I'll ignore that.
Let us end the turn and see what they do. And then we shall end the episode. It will be a bit longer than usual, to be sure, but... well, this is how I intend to play Chaos. I intend to play with the almost mindless aggression that is characteristic of them, for you are rewarded for it. I always expect the Kislevians to attack me, which is why I chose leadership over the income. To make my battle just that tiny edge easier. It's not a grand change, to be sure, but... now there are things like +4 melee attack to a unit. That alone does not change a battle, but... total? It does not merely change battles, it changes wars. Not the skirmishes I have been fighting these days. Retreat. Force them to abandon the garrison or pursue me. So, are you willing to pursue? No. No, you're not. I figured as much. They remember what I did to them, and they don't want to face me without every single advantage they can muster. But here's the problem, Kislev. Here's the problem. If you don't wipe Chaos out, it just comes back ever stronger. I'm not going to be stopped. Not by you, not by the Norse, not by anyone. I will slay this world and see it burnt to ashes around me. And nothing's going to stand. Absolutely. And this is why you don't just declare war. We can see what happens then. Good. You expand to the frozen landing. Take it. Grow my coffers of the god's favor. You and your maddened buildings and psychotic constructions of armies. We end the episode here, ladies and gentlemen. I will move as far away as I can, on the simple prudence of survival.
Forward unto slaughter! Onward
I'll take a
to
further step
destruction!
in camp.
It is decreed by me!
Now, let us end the episode. Next time, we've got a lot more money, we've got a lot of XP, we've got horde growth maxed, and we have a decently sized army. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below, or in the threads and space battles and sufficient velocity that will be made once I am finished with uploading this episode. And for now, goodbye!